Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. Today I'm gonna speak about how to defend yourself against dog. I've seen a lot of video about what to do when you're getting like if your dog want to attack someone and shit like that, but I never seen a great video about how to defend yourself against dog, and seems like there's no real martial art and there's no real pose or posture to defend yourself against a dog when it come against you. All right, so let's get straight into it. In my opinion, there's two different type of dog attack. There's the stray dog attack. It can be wolf, can be just a dog living in the street, or just an owner that's gonna have a dog that attack you. The dog have no real experience into fighting, so the stray dog attack gonna attack your leg, and he's gonna attack a lot on the bottom and just pull on your clothing and try to pull away on your leg like that. So I'm gonna explain to how to defend yourself against the stray dog that's gonna attack more on the bottom of you, and I'm gonna speak more the attacked and the guard dog that are more they are tamed to attack on the arm straight up. Like the people show them to attack on the arm, and it's always the same technique on the arm, and by themselves, a dog that jump gonna go a lot, put the paw there and try to bite you in the face too. So arm, face protection mostly, and counter the pull, because the dog gonna jump on you and push you like that on your chest. All right. So the posture itself would be like that. So it's more a defensive posture. It's look like it's aggressive, but it's more like defensive. You can take it on the two sides. So yeah, if the dog come by the front like that, you can easily just push it on the side, or push it on the side if it jump, or just if it go on you. So if you don't know a dog and you feel insecure about it, and the dog try to climb on you, just put your knee into the chest of the dog. He's gonna go on the side. If it don't work, you can just straight up do a bigger movement, or you can do it with your arm like that. You take the two paw like that, the two leg. You just swipe the two legs so he fall on the ground like that. You can also push it like that, but I'm gonna explain it later. So yeah, there's two type of dog attack in my opinion. There's just the straight dog that's gonna attack more on the bottom and in the back. In the back, I would say the elbow. If you can manage to turn and give some elbow like that, it's probably one of the only way you can do it. Because you like if you can do that, you're pretty strong, and good luck to just do that. But by doing that with the elbow, the dog gonna bite after your clothing, and he's gonna move on both sides, and you can easily just elbow the dog that is in your back like that. So you need to know that in real life, a combat, a real fight is never finished with one hit. So when you're gonna manage to pull the dog away from you, if he don't come back straight up, you're very lucky, alright? So if you're like that, the dog jump, and then you manage to elbow it away, he jump into you, and remember, like into the martial art, you need to use the weight of your opponent at your advantage. So when the dog jump into you, you use your elbow to push it on the side, and you use your weight, because he's moving on that side, to push it on like that. All right, you see what I mean? So if the dog come, then you rotate the dog that. So he's gonna get hit by the elbow, probably on the side of the head, and then he's gonna fall on the floor, probably like that on the floor, and he's gonna lift himself back and do it again. So when you're done with your elbow, you replace yourself into the direction of the dog, and you wait. When it jump into you, it's the elbow or the other elbow, depending the direction. If you go into this direction, you try to you can bait him with this arm, and then do the elbow with the other. It worked pretty good. Or you can just do it like that. You want that arm and then you elbow, but it's pretty harder. So I'd say that if you want this arm, you elbow with the other and push it into this direction. So the joy come, jump, push. So let's do it again. Alright, so into the martial art, you need to use the weight of your opponent into your advantage. So if you stand like that and the dog jump into you, it is pretty heavy and his weight is moving forward. So you can use your elbow just to push it on the side like that. And he's gonna fall on the two sides. But remember, what's gonna happen is a fight is never done with one hit. So the dog gonna fall on the ground, he's gonna lift himself up, and he's gonna try again till he's exhausted. So you need to go back and take back the same posture and be ready. If he try to climb on you, you can pull the knee in the way, and then all the weight, if he jump really high, put all the weight on the side and he's gonna fall. Make sure that when he come to bite your arm, you give that elbow or the other elbow. If he bite this arm, you like, if I'm like that, he's going into me, I can bait it with that arm like a bull into a rodeo, and then hit with the other. You see what I mean? You give your arm, you show your arm, and then you hit with the other, and you use the weight that is coming at you to push it on the side so he's gonna fall on the ground, and then you're gonna be ready, because into the same movement you're gonna place yourself. So you're like that, tack, the dog is there, you like that, tack, the dog is there, like that. So remember that, like this, you see, I protect my. What is really important, and you don't want the dog to bite there and in your face. So you have to you protect your face, and if you take your arm, you're in trouble. So if the dog managed to take your arm, the best thing that I can say is the dog have some muscle on the side of the jaw, and you can open up with this and you can put the finger into the eyes. But remember that when you put your second arm there, you expose yourself, you expose your other end to the mouth of the dog, and you have some good chance to lose your. So you can just do like that on the dog till he stops. The knee. So if the dog take your arm, see what I mean? So this can work, but remember that a pit bull is not gonna go away. If you can manage to relax him, that would be the best solution, because just hitting him sometimes don't really change anything. Like, what you need to remember is a pit bull block, and one of the only way to open it is to do that with the muscle, like slowly you do a massage on them to help him to open the mouth, because sometimes he's blocked like that. I said that the worst thing that we can see in some video is some human are on the floor and the dog is taking the feet, is just pulling like that. And the human has like no way to just go back like this, because the dog is pulling too hard on that side. So the human just cannot reach like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take the example. The dog is biting this leg and is pulling me in that direction, alright? So if I'm like that, I'm gonna position myself, the leg that I'm getting bite on the top and the second one on the bottom. And I'm gonna try to get the dog closer and then clinch with my other leg like that. So if the dog bite there, you go swipe the two leg of the dog at the same time with your other leg like that. It's a movement with the two leg, and into the same movement you can raise yourself like that on your elbow and go press into the eyes of the dog or press on the two sides of the jaw. But yeah, the dog gonna manage to regain, and then you're gonna maybe have to do it once again and then go try again, and maybe even go on the top of the dog. So if you if you manage to pierce the two eyes of the dog and it don't work, there's a second option. And if you don't want to pierce the eyes of a dog, there's a second option too. You can take the dog by the bottom of the mouth and open his mouth by pressing on the two sides like that. You see? I'm gonna show you an example. You take the dog like that and you press on the two sides. There's a muscle like that on the side of the mouth of the dog, and when you press on it, it just opens the mouth. So you see when the dog climb, when I stop like that on the side of the head, at that moment, if the dog is really aggressive, he's gonna try to keep going in your way. If you don't know a dog and you get close to it, and then he try to climb on you, you have two choices. One, do that, and two, push it on the side, by the shoulder like that. And if the dog keep going in your direction, then it's the elbow. So you push the dog on the side and give the elbow if you keep going. It's one movement. If the dog stay there, you can just do the elbow. You have to pull on the side. If the dog just keep going for you, you can walk backward and elbow. It's a movement that works really, really good. So when the dog climb on you, push on the side, elbow. And you don't need to do it really far, really strong. So you're gonna see into that section, the dog tried to bite my arm, but I spin my arm like that really fast. So when he tried to bite my arm, there's my other arm that's gonna spin on it and hit his nose. So if you do that in front of a dog, he will not be able to bite your arm, because he's always gonna get hit by the second one and he's never gonna reach. It's always gonna push his face in the backward. So you can do that. So yeah, and after doing that, it gives you the opportunity to go take him by the throat when he's not ready for it. You can go touch all his vital point. You're gonna see me after I'm done doing that. Poof, I go straight up on the vital point and he's not ready for it. And then you're gonna see what I do after that. The dog try to still bite the front of my hand, and I push with my elbow. You're gonna see the movement, what it does when the dog try to bite the front of the arm, and then you push with the elbow. The mouth is just not big enough to just come and take the whole elbow together, and it like press on the muscle on the mouth like that. It's like perfection.